everyone. I know you're enjoying your food and the fellowship that we're having together tonight on this great opportunity to celebrate Peter and Sandy, but in efforting to be good stewards of our time, we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to participate in the last part of our evening together. First reminder is that there is outside in the narthex there a picture. You see the back of it. There are Sharpies there. We encourage everybody to go out there and leave a message for Peter and Sandy, and we will present that to them at the end of this evening. And the other thing is, I just want to reiterate our Lord of the Rings, yay, out there in front with balloon, with the Hobbit pole, the whole thing. Lots of costumes, hats, faces to put up, so make sure all the instructions are there, how to post it on your social media. So we encourage everybody to do some group pictures or do whatever and have fun. What a great way to celebrate one of the loves of Peter and Sandy, and that's the Lord of the Rings, especially Peter. I was asked by the Board of Elders to help make a celebration and a salute for our beloved Peter and Sandy. So as a part of that today, we're going to have a bit of sharing, a few reflections, and then we have some other things that are fun to share. My name is Christine Timbo, and for a while I was on the Board of Elders here at One Hope Church, in case you didn't know that. Thought I better say. But I'm going to share a little reflection myself before I call a few other people up tonight. So thank you. It's a privilege to have this opportunity tonight to share this reflection and to celebrate Peter and Sandy. Their names are synonymous with One Hope Church. And at this moment in time, we can't even fathom and picture our faith journeys without them walking alongside us. Yet the Lord has called them to a new era of ministry. And while the parting is bittersweet, we are so thankful for the years we have shared together. Peter and Sandy, you were called to shepherd us in your unique and special ways 13 years ago. The years that followed found our faith community facing some challenges, and yet through it all came even greater joy. Yet, Peter, our humble sower, you taught us, you preached to us, you led us forward, ever witnessing to the greatness and glory of our Lord and Savior. You, Sandy, always the gentle servant, full of wisdom, and you're always so steadfast in your faithfulness and your friendship. Yes, these 13 years have seasoned us all, spiritually, and may I say physically too. When we see the pictures of the way we were then and the way we are now, it serves as one more reminder of how very precious life is. I want to ask everyone's patience as I share a few of my personal musings. I just want to say how much walking alongside you, Peter and Sandy, has blessed my life. God called me to serve on our Board of Elders early in your ministry here. And out of that grew an extended time of working closely with both you and Mark Hooper. Over the years, we strengthened our faith as we sought the Lord's wisdom in planning and in dreaming and in challenging each other. From it has come a bond of friendship and respect that I will always treasure. We don't always need words to sense each other's concerns, fears, doubts, and joys. This is surely a gem from heaven, and it is a gift written on my heart that I will treasure forever. Thank you. Sandy, you are our faithful, kind, and loving friend. It has been so special to share life with you. Spirited Women, various ministries, retreats, a little knitting, and especially our discipleship group Seekers. It was life-changing. Thank you both from the bottom of my heart for sharing your lives with us at One Hope Church. You have demonstrated in word and in deed the immeasurable gift that is the power of community in Jesus Christ. We are forever changed. You talked it, you walked it, you taught it, and you fully embrace it. And may One Hope never, ever forget it. As it says so beautifully in Ecclesiastes 4:9-12, two are better than one because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. Peter and Sandy, we love you, bless you, and release you into your next season of ministry. Oh, and Peter, I've sinned, and I ask for your repentance. For 13 years, I have not watched or read The Lord of the Rings. But I found a copy of The Hobbit when I was packing up my books for the remodel. So don't give up on me, my friend.
First of all, I love you, Chris, Teacher Steve, the best elder we've ever had, Christine Tyndall. To just follow that, we were in our small group, our Life Together group. And they finally, every single one, admitted Mark and Beth Jones have never read or watched The Lord of the Rings. Amanda or Dino, they've never watched The Lord of the Rings. Nobody, almost nobody. So you may have noticed I've stopped Tolkien references in my sermons because I realize most of you don't care. So we appreciate that. We love you.
Now I'd like to ask my friend Mark Hooper to come up and share.
I have never seen the movie, and I have no plan on seeing it. Yeah, that's a big negative with that. The schedule for today said that it's time for reflections, and you already had way too many reflections. For a mini sermon, that did not qualify. But I'm sure that when it's all said and done, and I know there's more to come, that we'll have missed 100 different things that we could talk about. Most of you probably don't recognize that I would guess that I talk to Peter at least once a week about certain things and different things and go back and forth. And if nothing else, I just want to know what the attendance was on the streaming. I can count heads here, but I need to know how many people are streaming. And by the way, if we miss it, we just make it up. Because nobody cares anyways with that. But as I reflect back, it's been 13 years. And wow, that picture of you, I haven't aged, but wow. But I know we all have. And I go back and I think about the early years in the Westside Business Center. And then we decided that we were going to go look for another place, and then Troy didn't help us by opening Ocean 5 on time. So we bounced around to different places, and then Ocean 5, and then COVID didn't help us. And then I'd forgotten even, when I was preparing this, I'd forgotten about the fact that you did those great sermons and the Sunday stuff with that microphone in front of you, and you always had the bookcase in the green room in the background. We could do better than that. The Life Together groups and the sharing your house all the time Sometimes it's like we knew your house better than our house with it. Peter pretending that the county property is his. Okay, Pierce County owns it, not you. Okay, but I didn't see any of the egg hunts out there with the kids, but we may still have a couple kids lost in the woods. Since I first learned that you were leaving back in April, Christine and I met with Peter, and he told us that, and it wasn't a huge surprise. You could kind of expect. I mean, it's a hard job being a pastor. It's a hard job, and you do need time off for good behavior. The good behavior part will come later. I look back at the past 13 years, and it really has been a good ride. It's been a fantastic time for One Hope Church. The Lord knew exactly what we needed. We didn't know what we needed as much as the Lord did. In addition to being an excellent pastor and preacher, you brought along with you your companion, Sandy, who we really needed too, with all her creativity and her love for children and the rest, and it just was a perfect fit with that. And we desperately needed your IT expertise with that. Matter of fact, if there's one concern that we have, it's that. You led us, you've pastored us, and you've been a great friend. God provided. And I know for, I think most of you know, I'm on the call team along with 6 other great people. Lord, we need you to provide again. You've been a worship leader with a mean guitar, an excellent preacher, maybe not always in 20 minutes, but always interesting and very much the teacher. Peter is generous to a fault. Believe me, Peter will give generously to a good cause. He's always asking if we can do more than expected to support others. Peter and Sandy model what it is to be generous with their time, their talent, and their possessions. And Peter would happily give away all of One Hope's possessions too, if he didn't have a treasurer that says, we can't do that. Oh, and another thing, I don't think this is in the call process, but we hired an avid Seahawk fan. Go Seahawks, it's so much fun. On the other hand, Peter, you do have some weaknesses. Most people don't want to point them out on a night like this, but you do have some weaknesses. First of all, it is very difficult sometimes for you to find receipts. I have to live with the receipt Nazi, okay? Did you tell Peter I need those receipts yet? Did you tell Peter I need those receipts yet? Carrie, Peter knows he can't find them. Second problem is you have not learned to enjoy country music. Bob Dylan may be cool, but he is missing the whole experience of the wailing steel guitars and the songs about whiskey and pickup trucks. Finally, did I mention that you're generous to a fault? Fortunately, you had a treasurer to keep you in check. But seriously, I mean, Peter will give the shirt off his back to anybody, and the shirt off my back and your back to anybody. And I would be remiss to mention that one of your greatest attributes is your wife. You two model what it is to be happily married and a team. And thank you for that. You're just a great example of what we would want everyone to see and be. We thank you for sharing your home, Sandy, your creativity, your love for the children, the way that you shepherd us with the children's program. And Amanda, you got a big shoes to fill. I'm sure others are going to tell stories. They're going to point out all that you've meant to One Hope Church. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for 13 years of service. Thank you for the way that you have shepherded us. Thank you for the way you've been so kind. A pastoral heart. Somebody said it before, a humble person, but a great person. We're going to miss you. You came to One Hope Church at just the right time. We'll miss you. But only the best for you. I can't wait to see the books and the videos. I don't do videos, and it's been a personal pleasure too. You've been the best. The good news is we know exactly where to find you.
He even had notes. He's pretty proud of himself today. I'd like to ask Megan Shurness to come up and share a little bit from the family.
Thank you. So sweet. So it's been 13 years. 13 years ago, I was 11. Hannah, what is 11? You were 13, right? 15, that's how we count. No, she wasn't. Yeah, and Caleb was 9, so we were little kids. And I remember when our parents told us that we were gonna be moving. I think if I remember in my 11-year-old brain right, I think they bought us Domino's pizza before to, I think, soften the blow that change was coming. And I remember I had my first and only rebellious moment, and I ran away from home. I was so distraught. I was I don't want to move. I just started 6th grade. I have all my friends. I know where everything is in the school now. And I was very upset. But I remember I ran away to the nearest lake, which was 2 minutes away from our house, because Minnesota is the land of many lakes. And I remember I was pleading with the Lord. I don't know. It was my first memory of really talking to God honestly. So I'm grateful for that moment of it bringing, I don't know, a deep processing into my life the first time. But I remember pleading with the Lord and asking him, Jesus, if you want me to go, can you have a car pass by right now? Those kind of prayers. We've all done it. But fast forward to us actually getting to Gig Harbor. I remember coming to our house right by the Martins' house. And I remember we walked into our rooms, and I think for all 3 of us kids, you guys had painted our rooms and decorated them. We all recount that as a really special and beautiful moment. And I think that echoes what my dad said of how your generosity was so poured out onto us. I remember you invited us over for dinners. I remember we went to a lot of people's houses when we first moved. It was really sweet. Got to meet a lot of you. And I remember we were invited over to family's home for Easter the first year we were here, because we don't have any family in Gig Harbor or Washington. But it was so sweet how One Hope became our family. And so I'm so grateful to Pat Lelvis, rest in peace, for putting my dad's name forward to be considered by the call team. Because without that, we wouldn't have the deep relationships we have here. The beautiful weather that Washington has is a plus. And the friendships that have come from this church have meant so much. And with that too, all of us kids have been poured into by all of you. We have spiritual mothers and fathers and grandparents because of this church community. So I just wanted to give a short thank you to One Hope, and just a thank you that there was such a big change that happened in our lives, but we're so grateful then and grateful now for this church. And so thank you, Mom and Dad, for moving us out here. If you had asked 11-year-old me, I would have been don't do it. I want to stay. But I'm really glad you did not take the advice of an 11-year-old. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna pass it back to Christine because I think there's a video.
I'd like to ask Jeremiah to come up. He has a little something he's going to share. Where did he run off to? Oh, he's got a helper.
I was tasked with making a video for One Hope as a little farewell to Peter and Sandy. And I thought, might as well bring my goddaughter Daisy up front because she's cute. Exactly. Yeah, that's so funny. I think One Hope is an extremely special place. And I think we've been able to establish such a community of authenticity and community, and a big part of that is to you and Peter, you and Sandy. And whoever replaces you is not going to be the same. And that's just because I think you bring such a unique character, and you've helped us build such an incredible community. Is that right, Daisy? Yeah, and I hope this video celebrates that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Any last words, Daisy? Thank you.
Take one.
It was the very first Christmas Eve service where he was the pastor at One Hope Church. We went into the Christmas Eve worship, and he wanted to show a little video. And he's sitting at a table when we were at the West Side Business Park, and he's got a big pizza box, and he's got a piece of pizza, and he said, well, I wanted to tell you a little bit about our One Hope Church staff Christmas party. And he's eating the pizza because it's just him. There was only one staff member, and it just hit so funny at the time. It was really cute.
First of all, thank you. You both have meant so much to me and to One Hope Church. It's hard to imagine what it's going to be like walking in there on Sunday mornings and trying to keep everything in order. And now that I'm going to be doing a lot of the worship stuff, I actually went last night and made a whole list of things that I noticed that go on. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how he did this, and did all the other stuff as well.
And I also think one of the really funny moments was when COVID hit, and on leadership, we weren't really sure how this was all gonna go. And then Peter did that first video, and we started watching online, and he dressed up as Martin Luther, and he went to bed, and then he jumped up out of bed as Martin Luther, and One Hope survived COVID very, very well. If anything, it strengthened us in a new way, and that was in large part to him and his adaptability and
creativity.
yeah.
With him not liking country music, being a musician, but yet he could stand Bob Dylan, so I don't get that.
No, his reference to Western music that he's done many, many times in some of his sermons, it's always, or Bob Dylan, as always.
I did hear some concerning news from the elder team recently that they were thinking about having to suspend him for a while from giving sermons because he kept doing his Bob Dylan impression all the time. They just kept getting inserted into more and more
unsolicited,
sermons. Unsolicited.
uninvited. It's true. And one other thing is there has been some video footage that's surfaced recently of Peter rehearsing his Bob Dylan impression for like 45 minutes or an hour before church started. Some concerns that maybe it's taking some of the time and preparation out of his actual service.
That is.
Yeah, it is concerning, deeply concerning. At this point, man, what say we go into full-on game show mode? And for those of you at home playing our home version, just remember what Peter always says: God will love you more if you win.
If you try harder, God will love you more. Go, go, go!
What does the name Peter start with? It starts with a P.
Uh-huh. Keep going. Bring it on.
And when I think of Peter with a P, we all know Peter likes to power wash. He would talk about it a lot. I think he even referenced it in a few of his sermons.
Manna, I'd like to buy a vowel. May I have an E, please?
That's the next letter in Peter.
E for extrovert, because we all know how Peter talks all the time about being an introvert, but we all know that inside every introvert is an extrovert just busting out, waiting to breathe free.
Through everything you've shown, both you and Sandy have shown us what faith in action really looks like. Serving quietly. I know you said you're an introvert, but
Extroverted introvert.
yeah, I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, for being a self-professed introvert, he does a great job of hiding it.
T for Tolkien.
Yes,
He's,
Tolkien.
Once or twice he's included Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien, his favorite author, as a sermon theme.
And what comes next?
I'd like to buy another vowel, please.
Yes, you may. The next vowel is another E.
Is this one extrovert?
That leaves, last but not least, R.
R. We'll be right back after this commercial break. While we're on break, does anybody from the audience have any questions?
I have one more question, please. Is it true that Peter does not like country music, or does he just say that to get laughs?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question, and it's there's actually a rather dark and disturbing story behind it. It turns out there's a good reason why Peter has a strong distaste, nay, hatred for country and Western music. It turns out when Peter was a young man, many years ago, working as a ranch hand in Paris, Texas, he had his heart broken by a waitress named Maud, who stole his pickup truck, ran over his dog, and had him jailed on trumped up charges of a true blue-collar crime, tax evasion. Enough about the dark times and the silly times. We should probably end with just some fond, warm reflections for Peter and Sandy. What do you have on your mind, on your heart right now, Manna?
Should we do a final word?
What's the final word, Manna?
The final word we have for Peter and Sandy is gratitude. Much gratitude for all you have done. So thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. And
we love you guys.
We love you very much.
We love you. We're going to miss you. We are so grateful for the years, the time, the encouragement that you have given us all, and especially for Jerry and I. You've watched us, and with extreme lows with kids, you have married both our children, you have baptized grandchildren, you have celebrated the life of my mother, walked along with her, you know, during her battle with cancer, and made her a part of One Hope Church, and went to Spokane to help us celebrate her life. So they've walked through illnesses and everything else, so they're the best. We love you.
When somebody's that good at their job, you don't want to lose them. But we understand the decision that was made, and we wish them all the best.
You've led us and me with such grace, not just from standing in front of the pulpit per se, but through everything you've shown. Both you and Sandy have shown us what faith in action really looks like. You loved us deeply and trusting God completely. You both do. And you've done it all with joy, inside and out. Kind of makes people want to follow Jesus just by being around you. And let's be honest, your sermons, very illustrative, very straight to the point, great life applications, and I made great notes in my notebook, and I'm sure I will be referring to them in many years to come.
We're gonna really, really miss Peter and Sandy, a lot. And yeah, it's made me feel really sad sometimes thinking about it, especially this last month as we go to worship, and it's like, wait, this is the last time, or one of the last times I'm going to be able to sing with the worship team with Peter on guitar. It's one of the last times that I'm going to be able to hear him speak in a message, and it just makes me feel sad. And being able to hug Sandy at church and all of those things. And I know, it's and not like they're disappearing from the earth or anything like that. I know that hopefully we'll be able to keep in touch in some way or another, but I will miss them a great deal. They've meant a lot to One Hope Church. And I just love Peter and Sandy's heart for other people, for people around the world, whether they know Christ yet or not. I feel like that's just super apparent in everything Peter and Sandy do.
Our hearts are very, very sad in a selfish way with the sin disease, but we are excited for them to experience this new chapter. And I think that one thing that's often not realized about Peter and Sandy is that because they're so compassionate and empathetic and they listen, we can all reflect on the highs and the lows and the in-betweens that Peter and Sandy have walked with every one of us. So you multiply that by 80 or 100 times when you consider all the people in One Hope Church, and they have carried the weight of all of that for every single one of us. And we will miss that compassionate friendship that they have shared with us so generously for 13 years. And they're always ready to serve. There's no hesitation. They are definitely called, and we know that wherever the Lord takes them in the years ahead, they know the immediate plans, but everyone will be truly blessed. And I pray for them, and I know Jerry does as well, for them to have some rest and refreshment and to be nourished themselves, because they need it.
The two of you together really do make just the perfect ministry couple. It does take more than one, and the two of you you have it sewed up. You could probably go to work for somebody that does resources for ministries, because you guys just have it nailed. Love you guys, and aloha for now.
They led us through hard times. They led us through COVID.
That wasn't easy.
A lot of pastors gave up on their churches after COVID. Peter stuck with us. Peter and Sandy both continued to lead us and shepherd us.
Truly, truly have a heart, very generous hearts for Jesus and for their church family, and just honored to be a part of a church that they were leaders at for 13 years.
It's bittersweet to see you guys move on. I know this next chapter is just the continuation of God's plan for both of you. I know He's not done using you. I know that for a fact. Because of your ministry, I, along with One Hope Church, we're stronger, we're wiser, and we're more grounded in faith.
Yes, and you can hug at the Lord of the Rings out there in costume. Yes, we love you so much. I'd like to ask Joel Price to come up, and he has something to share for the Board of Elders.
Thanks, Christine. I want to thank Christine first, not just for putting this together, but for keeping you to a mini sermon. That was just to leave room for me. I really appreciate that, Christine. Thank you. This is really just a thank you from the Board of Elders for leading us. And as we were talking about it, we got something for you and Sandy, because as anyone knows, and everyone who has witnessed them and has known any pastors, it's not a single person job. Peter and Sandy, our team and a unit, and serve together. But as I was thinking about it, I was trying to think of, what Bible verse to share, and the one that just kept coming back to me was when Jesus said, I think it was the mother of, was it James and John, I think, and asked, if her sons could sit at the right hand of Jesus. And he looked at her and basically said, no. It says, "It shall not be so among you, but whoever would be great among you must be your servant. And whoever would be first among you must be your slave. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many." If you want to be first, you must be last. And that, to me, is what Peter and Sandy have done so well. I think when we hear those verses, we think of, okay, so I want to be first. So if I want to be first, I've got to somehow pretend I'm not. and when you watch Peter and Sandy, I think what you realize, especially in retrospect, is they never put themselves first. Not in a group, not in teaching, not in opinions, political or theological. It's never Peter or Sandy first. And the result is we put them first because we love you so much. And I think that's what Jesus is saying. That's how you get to be first. It reminded me of a book that I read. Actually, there's 3 of these books, and I found out tonight that none of you have read these. They're called The Lord of the Rings. They made movies out of them as well. Many people are more familiar with the movies, but as I was actually thinking about that, and to be clear, just as in, I'm going to make a little bit of an analogy, but to be clear, one of the reasons, or one of the things that Tolkien did with the Lord of the Rings is he didn't want an allegory like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like the Narnia books. And so there's multiple symbols. I mean, it's a very symbolic book. Comes through in the movies as well. There's Gandalf resurrection, kind of a Jesus figure there, but also Aragorn's also a Jesus figure. I mean, there's all kinds of things that go on. But as I was thinking about Peter and Sandy, I was thinking like who's Peter? And I'm like, Peter's our Frodo. Frodo carried the one ring, Peter carried one hope. Not that one hope is like some symbol of evil sin, but one of my favorite pieces of Lord of the Rings is not Frodo, but Samwise, and it's because Samwise is Frodo's best friend and partner, and he really is, to me, the hero of the whole story, and it's because Samwise enables Frodo to do the work. And it's his courage that gets Frodo, to the edge of Mount Doom and the climax of the books and the movie. And Sandy, this is a horrible compliment, but you're our Samwise. So I just want to leave you with this, and I'm not going to, well, you know what, I am going to ask for this, because I know one of the things I've learned about Peter is he likes kind of like thoughtful, artistic, creative gestures. So I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. If you can. If you can't, that's fine. But if you can stand up, if everyone can stand up, including Peter and Sandy, everybody stand up. And Peter and Sandy, if you guys can just turn around and face everybody. There's this great, they do such a great job in the book, in the movie. There's a scene at the end of the last movie where they're like honoring Aragorn as the new king, and again, Aragorn's kind of like Jesus in the book, and so it's not in a worshipful way, but in an honoring of the sacrifice. Aragorn Everyone bows to the king. And Aragorn's like, wait, no. My friend, you bow to no one. And then everyone bows to the hobbits. That's what I would ask. My friends, Frodo and Samwise, you bow to no one. Thank you very much. This is from us. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to invite Amanda with our children's ministry and the little ones to come up. Look at that.
All right. And I'd like to invite Sandy up. Peter might be the one that quit, but we're going to miss Sandy the most. I'm just going to say it. We have so much love for Sandy. Obviously, before I was here, Sandy was the person doing kids ministry, and she has been an amazing pillar to everyone, even as I stepped in, and we're going to miss her a lot. And so, Sandy, we made you a card, and Renee and Donna worked together on a gift for you, and we're going to miss you so much. Yeah, love you so much. Big hug. And this is yours, so you should take that with you.
Okay, this is my last pitch to remember to go out in the narthex before you leave and take pictures with your friends and sign the picture. So we thank you, everyone, for coming tonight to help us celebrate the two people we love. And I get a motion that they want to say something.
So we have a little gift for you guys, and Sandy will share it. But let me just first say, Frodo's my least favorite character in The Lord of the Rings, first of all.
Samwise is now my favorite.
I mean, been short all my life, so make me a hobbit, I get it. But it does feel a little bit like this is, somebody said, does this feel like it's your wedding? And it really feels like a combination of our wedding and our funeral at the same time. So do you want to share what we got?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to start to cry again. But thank you for that word gratitude. Because I think I used to make for both of us, we both feel that towards all of you. Just a gratitude for the love you've shown us and the things we've learned from you. We take that with us. So we have a gift. We'll ask Christine to open. They go together. I couldn't fit them both in one box, so they're kind of separate. But, and maybe if somebody else wants to open the Carrie, do you want to just open the other one? Just so that they're open at the same time. It doesn't take forever for it to open. They go together. So not many of you know, go ahead and open it while I'm talking. When we came to One Hope, our church in Minnesota gifted us the communion chalice and plate. And so we took it back. We took it back. We're gifting you a chalice and plate for communion. So you can think of us when you use those. I don't know what else to say.
That's good. Yep, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
So if we could all just stand together one more time.
We were wandering in the desert. and serve the Lord.